evening and welcome to Back to School Night. My name is Mrs. Sage and I teach health education in room 409. A little bit about this class. A lot of people think it's an elective. It is not. It is a high school graduation requirement. If you go to school in the state of California, you are required to take and pass a health class. The health class here at West Ranch High School is a semester long, which is, in my opinion, not long enough, but that is what it is. I am a big advocate of health. I also teach health at College of the Canyons. I truly believe that health is wealth, and I practice what I preach. So I love my job, and I'm happy to be here to do it. A little bit about this course. Some of the subject matter is mandated, and some of it is highly suggested. So we are starting off with all the mandated topics, and then we transition into the other ones. But we've already started off talking about health and wellness, and how health is more than the absence of disease. It is multifaceted. There are many different types of health besides just physical health, mental, emotional, social, etc., and how important it is to maintain all those different aspects of our health, especially during this trying pandemic time. It's important we take care of our emotional, social, and mental health besides our physical. We just finished this unit and we are transitioning into the alcohol unit, alcohol abuse. A lot of people don't realize this, but alcohol kills more teens annually than all other drugs combined. We don't think of it as much of a problem, but it truly is. And so we're going to talk about how damaging alcohol can be, especially to teenagers whose brains are still growing. When teenagers drink alcohol, they drink it in large amounts, and they actually do not allow their brain to develop to its fullest potential because they're killing brain cells when they're doing such a thing. So hopefully your teenagers will learn and understand how damaging it can be to abuse alcohol, especially in their teenage years. After that, we're going to transition into the tobacco unit, another mandated topic. The whole reason I became a health teacher is because my father was a smoker, my younger brother was a smoker, my grandfather was a smoker, and all three of them had their lives cut short because of tobacco-related diseases. My younger brother passed away 2 years ago, and he's my younger brother. But I think a lot of people just don't realize how damaging tobacco is to your body. Our Surgeon General says that if you are a lifetime tobacco user, you can plan to lose at least 20 years of your life expectancy. That's pretty substantial. That in and of itself shows how damaging it can be. And then we transition into the drug unit. And again, this is another huge issue. Along with car accidents, suicide, homicide, drug overdoses are another common cause of death of our teenagers today. So it's really important that they get educated as to addiction and how damaging drugs are to their body and to their mind. Addiction is something that ruins so many families, and it's so difficult to deal with. It changes your brain, and it's really hard to undo the damage that was caused by drug addiction. So hopefully your sons and daughters will get a lot out of that unit too and avoid any of this kind of damaging behavior. Next, we transition into sex education, reproduction. This portion of our class, rest assured parents, is very fact-based. It's mandated by the state of California. It is fact-based. Nevertheless, you have the legal right, according to Ed Code, to exempt your son or daughter from this portion of the class if you so choose. A letter went home via Google Classroom informing you of that right that you have. If you want to pursue that, please make sure that you email me and let me know. But like I said, it's very fact-based and very important. Along with that, we'll be covering sexually transmitted infections, which includes HIV and AIDS. Going into the highly suggested but not mandated topics, I save these for the end. I get these necessary topics done, and then we move into fitness and sleep. Exercise is, according to our medical experts, one of the single most important things that you can do for your health, and I'm a big advocate of that. I teach health and exercise classes over at College of the Canyons, and real advocate of the benefits of exercise, and of course sleep. We will also touch a little bit on nutrition and eating disorders, and then lastly, we will talk about a variety of different diseases. Hopefully your sons and daughters have talked to you about our health project, and that's where this disease project comes in. Each student picks a different topic. So if I have a class of 30, we have 30 different diseases or health conditions, and they will do a very thorough presentation on that. It involves a paper, an oral report, and a poster or PowerPoint, and it's 30% of their final grade, which is pretty substantial. Each of those 3 sections is worth 10%. So the paper, the oral report, and a PowerPoint. So of course we're not in class, and so how are they going to do an oral report? I've got that on the back burner for now, but we will either do it via Zoom, or if we're back, we'll do it in the classroom. So stay tuned for information on that. But their paper, and I'm telling them to do a PowerPoint as opposed to a poster, will be due in October. Their topics, they pick their own topics, something that they're very passionate about. Their topic is due in a week. So most of the students have turned in their topic. You might want to ask your son or daughter, what's your topic? But I want them to be really excited, enthusiastic, and anxious to research the topic that they chose. So here's the overall breakdown of our class. So the project, like I mentioned, is 30% of their grade. Assignments 35%, which involves classwork and homework, and then the tests are 35%. So everything they do in this class, everything they do is graded and gets recorded into Infinite Campus. So I just wanted to say that because I'm not at all interested in giving your sons and daughters busy work. I think everything that I assign them has value, and there's an objective behind it. So, but I want you to rest assured that everything they do, they receive credit for. Lastly, I have a few minutes left. I want to put a little plug in for Defy It, or what it is called now is Drug Free Youth in Santa Clarita Valley. I am the club advisor. I've been the club advisor since this club started. I have a personal investment in this club. And if your son or daughter is interested in this wonderful organization, and it looks good on college transcripts also, if you participated in this type of club, this is an anti-drug club, and it's run by the city of Santa Clarita along with the Sheriff's Department. And if they're interested, please email me, and I will let them know when our virtual meetings are. We have them once a month, and we do a lot of really cool things for the community and for each other. So lastly, I'd like to let you know the best way to get a hold of me is via email. Send me an email if you have any questions or concerns, and I will respond within a 24-hour period. I welcome all of your questions, all of your concerns, all of your support. Again, just want you to know that I care and I love my job. It's tough times, and want to do all that I can to help your sons and daughters be successful in health. Thank you so much.